been half a year since the March 11th tsunami and earthquake. And now we're entering one of the hardest hit towns, Minamisanriku, which we visited on Japan 7 Days 4 months ago. (2:46 p.m. March 11th. Japan's northeast took the brunt of the strongest earthquake ever to hit the country. Massive tsunami ravaged communities on the Sanriku coastline, destroying lives, homes, industries, anything and everything in their path. The waves reached the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, leading to reactor building explosions and radiation leakage. Residents nearby were forced to evacuate, with no immediate prospect of moving back. On this extended edition of Japan 7 Days, we recount a disaster that defies description, taking stock of what's happened and what lies ahead for northeastern Japan. 6 months later, years to go. The magnitude 9 quake that occurred off Japan's Tohoku region set off waves as high as 40 meters. The coast of 3 prefectures got the worst of it: Iwate, Miyagi, and Fukushima. More than 15,000 people died, and at least 4,000 are unaccounted for. Destruction of homes and the nuclear plant forced survivors into shelters. Half a year later, many of them now have moved to temporary housing. This week, we visited Minamisanriku in Miyagi Prefecture, where over 900 people out of a population of 18,000 died or are still missing. The center of the town was on lowland near the coast. Most of its main infrastructure was wiped out. We were there in May, and we went again to see how much it had changed. 4 months after my previous visit to Minamisanriku, I expected to find evidence of progress. The reality, however, was quite different. Back in May, debris was scattered all about. Displaced boats and cars had been untouched. And this time, here's one of the many piles of rubble that's been collected from around the town of Minamisanriku. It's very, very high. About half the rubble hasn't budged. The town has had problems in selecting a site for crushing and incinerating the wreckage. Piling it any higher would be dangerous, so the temporary storage site continues to expand. Worse still, the levees that succumbed to the force of the tsunami remain unrepaired. We're right by the coast, and the seawater is coming up. It's one of the reasons why the whole area by the bay, hardly anything's changed over the half year since the quake. Because of subsidence, the town has been flooding during high tide and heavy rain. The main road becomes impassable. Until the debris is removed, the sinking land can't be leveled, and until it's leveled, nothing can be built. Under such circumstances, the anxiety of people there is understandable. I went to see one person I met in May, a man who's not giving in. Toshiro Miyagi is keeping his gas station running. Last time he was using a foot pedal to dispense the gas. The tank somehow made it through the tsunami. Even now, electricity and running water have not been restored in this part of town. Miyagi collects the water he uses to wash cars and has moved up from the pedal to a generator to run the pump. In a place where almost nothing is normal, something as simple as a clean car and a full tank means a lot.
We've not yet been shown an overall blueprint for the rebuilding of the town. Even if we planned something, we couldn't be confident that we'd be able to carry it through to fruition. I can't get any sense of direction about what I should do for my business. That's the situation as it stands.
The fishing port that was the core of the town's economy needs serious attention. Most of the fishermen lost their boats or gear to the tsunami. They've gotten back to work little by little, using boats sent as gifts from across the country or vessels they were able to repair themselves. Those are hardly enough, though, to be fully back in business.
Some of us have a boat but no equipment. Others have equipment but no boat. It's already been 6 months, but we're just at the starting line.